What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're mixing it up a bit. So I've done 2 Minecraft videos so far. Today we're adding in some Banished into the mix. So we're going to go ahead and create a brand new world. See if we can find a decent name. I do have some mods installed. We're going to be playing on hard, fair climate. First mod you can see is I've got a map size editor. So instead of having small, medium and large, I've now got larger and huge. We're going to play on huge, and we're going to play on yet another mod. Just add some different terrain types available. So there's normally valleys and mountains available. We're going to be playing on plains. Should give us lots of area to build into. And here we go. So let's get our screen set up first. Got another mod here, just allows me to add a different sized map. Okay, and before we get into our first sort of building, first thing I'm going to do is increase our supply limits. So I'm just going to add a 0 to the end of everything except for coal. Sorry, except for fuel. Fuel I'm just going to make 500 for now. And now let's start getting everything planned out. So I like to start off with, I have a pretty standard starting off system. So we're going to come in and find ourselves the Forester's Lodge. And we're going to place it down right here. And I'm going to pin it. And I forgot to set my one for jobs. There it is. So I'm going to set one builder. And we're also going to set to clear all the stone and iron in our building area here. That way we can get the most efficiency out of the forester cabin right away. Okay, now we're just going to put pathway here so we know where we are. And we'll get them going. So the second thing I'm going to build right next to it is we need to get some food going. So let's get a gatherer's hut. Right there. That's not actually where I want the house. We should actually put down some storage there. Storage barn. going to pause one of the houses and just set a higher priority on these two. And I'll put a second builder down as well. And we'll get a nice little close 6x6 storage pile. And other things we're going to put down right here right away, but I won't have them built, is we'll put down a hunting cabin. And the other one is a herbalist hut. Just going to put a couple more builders in. So that's another mod I've got installed. So the Forester's Lodge is now essentially just a storage area that we all work out of, and they have a limited storage space there. It is the same with the hunting cabin. It's been modified to have a storage space, and same with the gatherer's hut. Just means that we don't fill up the barns immediately. Already got some children coming through. Want to get these houses built so that we got a warm place for everyone. We've got one house built, so everyone's going to stay warm in there. Now we're already starting to run low on firewood, so I'm going to plan our next section. We're going to come directly off of this pathway here. And we're going to place a woodcutter. A blacksmith, along with a storage barn for the blacksmith and another storage area for the firewood. And then right behind them on the other side, just so everyone has housing and we have overflow housing, going to put a Boarding house there. And as you can see, we just got our first low tool warning. We've got one tool left in storage. So I'm going to prioritize the blacksmith and we're going to get our tools built. Going to demolish our little trolley here. So as you can see, it's already saying we're running out of some material. So what are we running out of? Iron by the looks. Oh, we got an easy fix for that. Got some iron right here. Gonna get that dug out. And then to help with that, right over here looks like a nice little secluded area. We'll look at getting a quarry and a mine set up, just so we have a constant supply coming in. We'll end up going with 2 mines, one for coal, one for iron. So we can get those placed down now. So there's our first mine. Doesn't want to let us place it right there next to it. We'll put it there. And we'll put our quarry directly in front of the sun. So resource-wise, to start off with, we're going to be low on wood until our firewood supply gets full. We've got some iron in storage now. And we've got a healthy amount of tools now. Now, currently we're lacking stone. Need to get that boarding house going. So we have at the moment 18 total population. What I'm going to do is I like to keep approximately 10% of a population set as labourers just in case. So when people die, there's something or there's someone to fill them in. So in this case, once we get that mine filled, I can put miners in it until we've got 2 people left as labourers. Still a little bit low for what I would like. I'd like to have about 5, but we do need the stone to get the boarding house built and to get us a good supply going for later on. Just to help out though, I will clear all the stone out of this area. And we'll have to build a house as well, or at least several houses over in this mining area as well. Just so everyone can live closer to where they're working. As you can see, they're doing a good job here at the forester's hut. So far they produced 332 logs in the previous season. We're going to need a storage area over here. I'll just place it right next to the mine there. And we've hit the maximum for firewood storage, so we're now going to start getting a backlog, well, a stockpile of logs. And we've hit the production cap for tools as well. So that means those 2 are going to act as labourers until such a time as they need to come back and produce again. And there we go, we've just collected enough stone to get our boarding house built. At the moment, we're just playing the waiting game. We need the boarding house built, we need our quarry dug out. So we're quite lucky here, right next to the main river. Right here on this little peak would be the perfect spot for a fishing hut or a fishing wharf. It's just going to get a large amount of water there. And this texture tearing here is from the mod with the one that makes the bigger map. It's nothing to be too concerned about. And here they go, starting to build the quarry. And as we can see, the health of our citizens is going down. I'm just going to get the herbalist going. So there are several ways to keep your citizens healthy. The first way is a large variety of food. That's why I built the Gatherer's Hut first. That provides the largest variety of food available in the game. So if I come over to, we'll just have a look in the house, we get roots, berries, onions, and we can also find, I believe, potatoes. I'm not 100% sure on that. The herbalist hut, all the herbs are used as medicine, so that will help to improve the level of health among my citizens as well. And of course, there's a third way to improve your health of the citizens, and that is to build a hospital. That's essentially a place where the sick can go. They'll be there, they'll be treated. The hospital uses the herbs as medicine again. But in the early game we don't have... I could build one, but at the moment it's not really needed. It would be a waste of resources. So at the moment it's taking time for that to be built. I've got to travel a long way between that just to get to and from. Once it's built, I'll probably get another boarding house over here and some other houses. Again, a little bit more overflow accommodation. And also just so we get them closer to, well, working closer to where they live. And our population is slowly growing. We've got 7 children, 17 adults. Righto guys, I'm going to end this video here. We've got a strong start already, we've got a nice tool supply, a nice firewood supply, we've got a good source of food currently, we have plenty in stockpile, we don't have any food in stockpile apparently, so we'll fix that in the next couple of episodes. We'll get some more food going, we'll get this hunting cabin done, and we might build a bridge and get that fishing dock done. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.